Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to play SS Bianca because that's the level where most players are going to be with this character. There are going to be some players that will take her to SS3, which is a good investment, as we'll talk about in a little bit. And there's going to be players that's going to be like me that's going to take her to actually triple S. Now currently she's at double S, and that's for this demonstration that I'm going to be queuing up. And currently right now, guys, I do have her set up with a pretty much free to play build in that she only has her 5-star weapon on her, and she's using the memory set that you're actually going to need if you're only taking her to double S. If you're just taking her to double S, you want to put these 4 Charlottes up here, and then you want to have these 2 Cotties on top. When it comes to resonation, this is going to be for the memories I'm talking about in a little bit, or for the current memories that you're using. You always want to have signature on bottom, and you want to have attack and crit on top. This is the best resonance for this character. Now when it comes to her 5-star weapon, the weapon is pretty awesome. It's pretty straightforward, guys. Increased attack by 5%, critical damage increased by 10%, which is pretty massive for the character. But whenever you're using her 6-star weapon, this is pretty insane because, one, you can get these extra resonate stats that add extra orbs, add extra attack. I mean, this is a big bonus, guys, especially these extra orbs. Really nice. But you also get that critical damage by 30% upon entering sword form. Immediately gains 20 stacks of Stygmata will, which means that it's going to be a lot easier for you to build up the most damage on your ultimate a whole lot faster, because you're going to start off with 20 stacks of the Stygmata will. Stygmata will is a little gauge that's at the bottom of the screen, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But whenever you have 20 stacks immediately, it's a lot easier to get up to that 99. And whenever she's at SS rank, you can get up to 99 stacks on that thing to do most damage with your ultimate. If she's just at S rank, then she's only going to go up to 40 stacks. And then you have activate resolution stats. Now this is an insane quality of life, increase the survivability tool that she has, because resolution is where you actually tap your skill 4 times to go into her ultimate, right? Whenever you normally play her, you'd use her ultimate, you would tap the skill 4 times whenever you're using the 5-star weapon, and then you'd be able to hit her ultimate skill. So I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Now when it comes to the team composition, you want Bianca on the blue, you want Liv in the red, and you want Rosetta on the yellow. There are situations where you can switch around Bianca, put her over here in the yellow, and have Rosetta in the blue, but this is typical of what people are going to play with. Obviously, you're going to use Bianca's leadership because it increases physical damage by 10% and omni frames on team by 10%. It's pretty damn massive, guys. It buffs up all these characters on the team, which is a pretty insane setup, right? And then you have the Cub, which is a pretty insane. Now my Cub is at double S, but I mean, this thing with the critical damage increased by 50%, the sword form increased by 30%, that is just massive for this character, not to mention the physical damage increased by 10%. I mean, the extra carrier attack, like all these things are just massive. But even at S rank, I believe you can just have one of these stats, which is pretty awesome. And by the way, a nice quality of life change to this update is the fact that you can actually pick the stats that you want to level up. It isn't RNG anymore. You can actually pick which one you want to level up, which is amazing. That really conserves on materials. And I just want to give a big shout out to Coral Games for that one. That is pretty sick. All right, so let me show you how to play her, guys. I'm not really going to take a look at the skills, but we're just going to show how to play this character and try to explain it, because it's honestly pretty simple in all reality. So one of the reasons that Rosetta is like in this yellow slot is because the idea when you play with Bianca is you really want to do what we call double QT. If you can. You always can't, but sometimes you can, right? And what you want to do is you want to try to trigger your yellow first, so you can bring in Rosetta, get that extra physical shred, and then you want to try to ping a red afterwards. Now, if you notice, there is a red translucent orbs here, and we have some reds over here. The idea is we're trying to eliminate some of these orbs, so that way we can get a red over here. And once one red is underneath all these, then you can trigger all these at the same time. You'll trigger the translucent ones, and you'll trigger the ones on the bottom all at the same time. That's what you're trying to do. Now, currently right now, we only have 7 orbs. So I'm going to go ahead and build up 10 orbs, so that way we can do a nice full rotation. Okay, there we go. So we're going to dodge. We're going to hit the yellow. We're going to bring in our yellow QTE, and then we're going to try to get to where we can use the red orbs next, so that way we can get rid of these transparent ones and then use Liv for her QTE, right? So that way we can use that Da Vinci. So we'll hit the dodge, yellow, boom, there we go. Hit the ultimate, tap the basic attack 4 times, and then hold it, okay? Now look at the stacks at the bottom, right? 78, 79, 79, and then you see the QTEs trigger. Now with Bianca at double S, these QTEs will automatically trigger as long as they're not on cool down. All right. And if you play her correctly, you can actually do double QTEs with her, which is exactly what I did just a second ago. So we'll bring it up again. We'll bring up, 10 orbs again. Okay. All right. So you see right here, we got a red lined up right here, and we got a yellow. So when I ping this yellow, right, it'll trigger that QTE, and then I could ping this one right here. It'll trigger my QTE, and then I'll be able to go into my Stygmata Will, and I'll be able to build up my signature again, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. So we're going to hit the dodge. We're going to go into the matrix. There we go. There we go. All right. We're going to tap the basic attack 4 times. Hold it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Start tapping your basic attack. And before that gauge finishes at the bottom of the screen, before the Stygmata Will ends, you want to hit your signature. Like even if it's at 97, 95, 90, the idea is to try to get to 99. The higher stacks you have, the more damage it will do. However, if you don't use your signature before that gauge finishes depleting, you will not do as much damage because she does a lot more hits on her signature if you have a little bit of that gauge left. So we'll do it one more time here. We'll do it one more time. Okay, let me get rid of this here, man. We need to move that. All right, there we go. Build up 10 orbs. And by the way, having 10 orbs is really, really nice. Even more so. Okay, so you see how this looks right here. We only have one red. So what's going to end up happening is I could probably just trigger the red. That would be the best thing to do, because that way we get the Da Vinci set and we get a full QTE. So I'm going to hold my dodge. There we go. There we go. We build up the gauge. We hit the ultimate. Tap the skill 4 times. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Look at the stacks at the bottom, guys. 70. And there we actually got to 99, right? And you'll do a whole lot of damage by doing that, guys. It's that simple to play with her with the 5-star weapon, right? The really big difference between the 5-star weapon and the limited weapon is that, you're going to get that 20 stacks and obviously the extra damage with this weapon. So now that we have this thing equipped, let me show you exactly how this works, because it's actually a lot smoother and quite a bit easier to play than using the 5-star weapon. That doesn't mean the 5-star weapon isn't any good. You can definitely have a lot of fun, do a lot of damage with that thing, but let's be honest, the limited weapon is just going to be a lot better. So I want you to pay attention to the Stygmata Will and the stacks that are on that thing. All right? So we're going to go ahead, hit our dodge. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now watch when I hit my signature. 20 stacks already, guys. And all I had to do was hold the skill. And you can see it's just a lot easier to get to that 99 stacks because you have 20 stacks to start with, right? The moment we hit that signature, you'll see those 20 stacks just show up. So I'm building up another good 10 orbs, okay? We're going to dodge. Okay, we hit the signature, 20 stacks. We hold the basic attack down. We don't have to keep tapping it. And booyah. Look at that. Right? It's just super simple and super fast. That's really why that signature weapon is so nice. Okay, we'll do it again. Dodge. Gauge is full. Hit the signature. And boom. Hold the basic attack down. Start tapping it. There we go. Boom. Right? Didn't quite make the 99 stacks, but you see the difference, right? It just makes a big, big difference. Not only that, but you're just going to do a lot more damage with that thing. It's really, really sweet having that weapon. Now, if you are planning on taking her to SS3, you're definitely going to see a pretty big improvement, because whenever she's SS3, extra signature energy granted by Sword Dance and its Afterglow Shadow increases. You're going to build up your energy, your energy for your ultimate a whole lot faster. You're going to be able to go into it a whole lot quicker, which is pretty damn awesome. And when switched in, you gain a random set of 3 ping orbs. having an extra 3-ping orb is massive for this character because you're just going to build up that full gauge on the Stygmata will, and you're going to be able to have that 99 stacks because you're going to have enough time. The more that gauge is filled before you hit your signature, the more time you have to get to that 99 stacks, right? And if you have her weapon, you're going to get 20 stacks immediately, and then entering sword form generates 20 stacks of Stygmata will instantly. So with the weapon, you would actually have 40 stacks automatically at SS3, and you'd be able to build your signature a whole lot easier, and you would have the extra 3 orbs whenever you're tagging in. It would be massive. And I think for a lot of players out there that's been saving up for Bianca, been racking up a lot of black cards, this is probably the sweet spot for them. When you start talking all this higher stuff like Triple S, this is getting into some major whale territory, right? Bright Candle records a damage multiplier of the orbs, paying the glowing lantern in Luminous Realm. When unleashed, an attack deals this multiplier of damage to all units in range with 20 stacks of Stygmata will graded. Sword Dance deals an extra 2 hits. Hits first 2 before landing. It's pretty much like a nuke is what this is. And then obviously when you're going SS3, SS6, and at Triple S plus, you're just getting a whole bunch of extra damage. But I will show you guys some difference in game, the power level between SS and Triple S3 with good old Bianca in the future. And another little tidbit for you guys is that if you are taking her to SS3, like this is the memory set you want for her at SS and below. S and double S this is what you would want. But if you're taking her to SS3, then I would actually recommend that you slap on some low-end hooks in place, because you're going to be able to build up your signature a whole lot faster. You don't need the Cotties to be able to do it, and you're going to do a lot more damage with these things because, I mean, you're going to get this increased attack by 3%, physical damage by 7%. It's 10% more damage for your Bianca. So if you're going the SS3 route, this is the set that you should put on her. If you're double S and below, then just have 2 Cotties instead. So hopefully this will help all you out there as far as, you know, learning how to play Bianca, man. She's an absolute insane character to play. And I'll quickly show you guys, you know, what she can do. Like right now, say against like this Phantom Pain Cage against Alpha, right? Okay, we'll go against here and let's see what we can do, okay? Let's see what we can do. We'll just do a little live run. Probably won't be the best, but it just gives you an idea of her power level. Now, the thing I love about her is that you can go in to her signature or her matrix, which is awesome. And boom. Now, I need to practice with her a little bit, and that's exactly what I plan on doing, but that just shows you guys how strong she is, right? She just plowed through that. Now, granted, my Liv has leap, but my Rosetta doesn't have her leap yet, which actually decreases resistance down by another 10% whenever it's maxed out, right? I mean, that is a pretty damn good score, right? And I did that one time, really, really easy. Again, you know, I may need to practice a little bit more, but that just gives you an idea of how strong the character is. Like, and this is a double S, guys. This is not SS3. This is where I have her at right now, just to show you how strong she actually is, man. Pretty damn insane. So, guys, let me know how y'all doing in the game. Let me know what you think about Bianca Stygmata. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. TT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.